What a great day. I'm having such a good time. Let's go in and check on Stellar Blade, Blood Rain, and in the name of the Emperor, what the hell is going on here? These people have no hobbies, no personalities, and it just gets worse by the day, it seems like. Let's look at what they're saying about the situation. Grooming everywhere else, bad. Grooming Japan, good. Actually, very, very based. I don't think this person intended it that way, but I have to say, very based. Why is this why is this an acceptable thing? Crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji. I'm so tired. Same, boss. Same. I'm tired of these opinions. At least make one of them 24 and the other like 30. I don't know. I kind of look at her and I'm pretty sure this is kind of looking like 24, 30, maybe 32 at the most, I would say. But that's maybe just my personal opinion. Not that most people feel like this, because most people are reasonable, well-adjusted human beings that don't instantaneously self-report themselves that they're weirdos. But maybe I'm wrong. Who honestly knows, right? Or, I don't know, make them the same age, FFS. Shoujo. Oh, new shoujo adaptation. Age gap, okay, goodbye. You can keep this trash in your own garbage can. We will. But can you stop complaining and get out in that case? We will. I'm conflicted because it was one of my favorite shoujos in middle school, but now that I'm an adult, I realize the problem. Yeah, it's pretty honestly hilarious, boys. These opinions are completely wild and insane. The only good part is, at least Asmongold. Asmongold, by the way, great guy, friend of the channel. I like him very much. He calls me every day. We chit chat. He usually complains about pink sparkles leaving him instantaneously for a Giga Chat and how he's now gay. But, great guy. Love him. Absolute friend of the channel, obviously. At least we're not getting any more complaints about Stellar Blade from Asmongold. But don't you worry, okay? Because I have found a solution to this. And this time it does not even entail re-education camps or forced labor, which I think we still should do on in a mass way, because clearly that's kind of something that we are missing at this point, because this would solve a lot of issues, okay? All of the world's issues can be just solved with a little bit of extreme accountability. But maybe that's just my opinion. But I have found a solution to this, okay? I have found a way to fully satisfy the Western audiences. Bam. What do you think? Huh? 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 Pretty good, huh? Huh? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this would satisfy all of the Western audiences. Okay? And the funniest part is, this crash out is not even special, okay? This is not the 9/11 of wokeness. Because, funnily enough, we had, not even a week ago, I covered this. Not a lot of people were interested in this, but this is Knight's Path. And if you're already falling in love, get in line behind me, okay? I was here first. But in any case, this almost fully clothed woman who looks beyond modest, who is just smiling and not miserable, was pretty much already, not even a week ago, the 9/11 of wokeness, and was massively labeled as radcorn for the right wingers, okay? Fully clothed, not miserable, smiling. This is wrong, okay? And then we have Stellar Blade, which is also wrong. Honestly, at this point, I don't exactly know what's left for us, but it's not a lot, okay? It's not a lot. Well, I think I have the solution. Nope, I refuse the solution. In any case, the situation is pretty hilarious. And the conversation is still as active as ever. So many excited reveals this past week. Also, new God of War with no God of War in it, and the internet panicking over Stellar Blade. A water is wet. Yes, yes. A lot of this is currently still happening just because of the God of War Laufey laundry announcement. Because she's disgusting and ugly. And the person that they modeled this after, she does not look that bad, okay? She's not a super top model, needless to say, but she's not this bad, okay? It is what it is. And people were calling it out extremely, needless to say. And then comes Stellar Blade, and people are like, "Take my heart, Queen." And needless to say, this got a lot of people very upset and mad, which I am personally very thankful for because it was funny. And I mean, the situation is bad. Also, we have a literal person that worked under Microsoft saying that this is what Microsoft is demanding. We got Fable, we have Gears of War Trans Day. Very cool things, that this is what they're demanding. So, these people don't actually have a choice to make anything like this, and it's hilarious considering if you look at this person's avatar, you can notice that it's Lara Croft and it's hot. The full thing, if it was there, you would see it. It's pretty ridiculous what currently these companies are demanding. So when something like Stellar Blade happens and you get Eevee, some people are gonna lose their shit, needless to say. But I would like to remind everything, even though there is a lot of discussion, a lot of, grr, get this off, this is bad, not in my society. All of this is shit, obviously. All of this is fake propaganda. It's just people with no hobbies doing what they do the best, fake outrage. This is the current representation of Stellar Blade, by the way. And this is, by the way, being grifted on both sides a lot, by the way. Needless to say, the Vogue is doing this pretty hardcore. But also, there are the typical shitty people like, what's his name? The Twitter. We're gonna get to it. But needless to say, Stellar Blade BloodRayne has absolutely not splintered any fans or anything. It just has pissed off the mentally deficient. And that's the big issue here, okay? You can see the likes. 60k versus only 700 dislikes. That is not a lot. Now, granted, this is an extension, if you did not know, so it's not 100% accurate. But needless to say, the view on this for most people, considering most people are normal, is very positive. Stellar Blade BloodRayne is being received absolutely splendidly. Okay, and again, a decade of propaganda later, woketards are not even an inch closer to replacing gamers. Yes, because they don't buy things. They're gonna tell you this is brave and whatnot, but when it comes to actually buying the game, or supporting the thing, if it requires anything more than going out on Twitter and pressing a like, even if it's just a YouTube like, they won't do it. And this is it. Look at this. This is God of War from this is from IGN, as you can clearly see here, right? 12k likes, 13k dislikes. Now the real God of War thing is bigger because it's the God of War franchise at the end of the day. But yeah, it's not even comparable. This is a complete, absolute non-issue that these people are just making up. It's ridiculous. And here we have, again, this is grifted by everything. You have York Torch Games, not a friend of the channel, but not even gonna joke about that one, boys, okay? The friend of the channel is a friend of the channel, but not this one, okay? Eve was a symbol of hope. She rallied us against censorship. Get the fuck out, okay? We just like the game, okay? This doesn't. Okay, all of this does not require you to be against censorship for whatever, okay? It's nice that you are, but I mean, this is not like raise the banners type of cause. Eve made us dream about a future of gaming with beautiful, elegant, and seductive female characters. True. Now, granted, where it's necessary, not literally everything needs to be like that. It's better that it is than it's not most of the time, but again, there are limits. But Eevee just came here to divide us. No one's divided. This has to be controlled opposition, okay? This guy definitely has to be the controlled opposition to sow discord amongst the best fan community. United EV fragments. Ooh. And again, it's just there's no fragmentation, there's no nothing. Everyone knows these are lies. Again, and it's nice because we're winning. Normal people are winning in this conversation because, again, even Asmongold had to apologize and say, okay, I actually like the game. Asmongold, friend of the channel, by the way, great guy. And things like that. Also, if you're wondering about the future of Stellar Blade, it's probably politically okay because this guy is the guy who made the game. And guess what he's doing? Well, he's retweeting fan art, and mighty good fan art, if I do say so myself. This guy knows what's up, and he made Stellar Blade. He literally stopped working with Sony because Sony said, "How about you censor a little bit?" And he said, which means probably nothing, but maybe it means don't fuck with me, bruh. In any case, this is also a part where he gets interviewed, and I'll just summarize this interview for you, okay? Because it doesn't have, it only has English subtitles, and reading is hard. I know because I'm retarded. And he effectively says, I like hot women, that's pretty much it, end of story. So, I don't think we're in any danger of Stellar Blade becoming bad. Very Dark also corroborated this because she did actually have a chat with the Shift Up CEO, Kim, this guy right here, who, liked all of the things. And it's pretty good. It's looking pretty good. So, also, I love this tweet. You're probably looking at this tweet and you're thinking, why does this even matter? It matters a lot because this is just a random person who probably just plays Stellar Blade as a casual. He does not know about this YouTube channel, this video, or anything that really is going on. And he's just posting this because he does not know that all of this is just a bunch of lies and no one actually thinks this. Normal people, normal everyday normies, are just now at the point where they're just, no, I like this thing, and I'm not afraid to say that I like this thing. I don't care about your stupid opinions. I don't care that you're calling people Dr. Disrespect. It's clearly not. This is a self-report. You should feel bad for yourself. And people are just talking about this. They're just like, no, I disagree with this thing. This is great. People are completely not buying into bullshit surrounding the Stellar Blade Blood Rain division, so to speak. And it's great. Which means Stellar Blade we won, and it's probably going to sell more copies than it did previously, because honestly, this does look actually better than the previous game, right? Or maybe that's just me. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, have a nice day, subscribe and like the video, like it now, it takes less than a second, do it now! It really helps the channel, more people are going to see this, so thank you for everyone who does. Anyway, bye!